November 13th was a great opportunity to secure a PS5. Unfortunately, probably most people that were trying to didn't. Target dropped their stock for the first time online since launch day. Costco did a second drop in 2 days. Ant Online did a second drop this week. PlayStation Direct did a second drop this week. And the Amazon stores in the UK and Europe dropped PS5 consoles that American buyers snatched up. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel where I give you the secrets to get the console that you want. December 3rd was a crazy day, and it had at least 5 opportunities for U.S. buyers to get the Xbox or to get the PlayStation 5, and also some opportunities to get the Xbox Series X and S. But, it started out with mostly people having confirmed drops from Canada, and then we had a lot of surprise drops from Europe. And, I think the Europeans kind of figured out that if they drop when Americans are asleep, then more Europeans are going to get the consoles. And so that was what they did. So they dropped in the UK, I think was close to like 3 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that. In particular, the important ones were not like Argos, which I don't think ships to the US, but it was the Amazon UK, Amazon Spain, right? Amazon Germany, all those dropped overnight. That was their first PS5 drops. So we had this person got a PS5 from Amazon Spain, right? And they paid euros 452, and that they ended up paying euros 507. I think at current, with shipping and everything, I think at current prices that's about $600, but that's a much less than what you'll find on from scalpers such as on places such as StockX. But it's going to cost more. Amazon UK is also an option. The only thing that you need to change out is the plug, right? So somebody was able to get a digital from Amazon UK about the same time. I was asleep, and my general advice is that if you're staying up past your normal bedtime to track the PS5, don't do it. Just don't do it. Just go to bed and stick to the sales that are within your waking hours. The only day that I thought it was a good idea to stay up for the PS5 was launch day, November 12th. And since launch day, I don't think that it's in your interest as a PS5 buyer to do that. You got too many other things going on in your life, I'm sure. So I've always advocated that, and I think the only time I did a late night live stream was for the Meyer, but that was during a holiday weekend, right, when everybody was off, right? That was on Black Friday when everybody was not on Black Friday. But I would not do an overnight live stream. I'm not criticizing people that are doing that. I'm just saying for your sanity, don't stay up all night to try to secure a PS5. And so it looked like people were securing PS5s about. This person secured it. This is in Central Time, so it was about 6:51 a.m. Eastern Time. So between 6:45 and 7 a.m. And I warned people about this the night before. I said, you need to be looking for Target to drop between 1 a.m. Eastern Time and 7 a.m. Eastern Time for the next 3 days. And they dropped today. And I'm really sorry for those that slept through it. I slept through it. The Wario slept through it. Cheeto slept through it. Showtime slept through it. Right? The only one that was awake was somebody that I believe lives in Europe, which is Jinx Deals. And he was awake for that to tweet that out. And that was the only Site Supply did not tweet it out, right? There was only one person that tweeted out that Target was live. We have been telling you for weeks that Target is going to go live this week, right? And I told you last night that Target is probably going to go live overnight. Here you go. This is why you should follow Jinx Steele. He is up when most North Americans are asleep, and Insomniacs could have. That may be, yeah. Jinx Steele is his Twitter handle. When most North Americans are asleep, and Insomniacs could have snagged a PS5 from Amazon, ES, IT, DE, UK, or early birds got the Target drop, right? And Target dropped about 13,000 consoles if you count up the digital and disc, just a little under 13,000. And they went, if you look at the app afterwards, there was nothing online, right? Nothing online. So there was some rumor, there was at least one person who commented on my feed, and I retweeted it, that said that, you know, maybe they're hiding stock. I don't think they are actually hiding stock. I think the My Store for Spot app is spot on. Excuse me. And so I think that is right, and it went from 10,000 disc and 2.5 thousand digital to 0 overnight. Now, there are more stores. Most of the stores did have some stock from what I saw from My Store for Spot, but, you know, maybe somewhere in the range of 20 to 40% of stores did not have any stock of PS5. So had you not been following My Store for Spot, and probably Pop Finder reflected the same thing, then you would have not, you might have had at your store a Target that had 0 stock, right? And so beforehand, for instance, my local Target had 10 stock, but there were several Targets. There was another Target in my town that had 0 stock. And so if I had made that my Target, and I was up at 6:45 a.m. Eastern time, which I was not, then I would have missed out, even though, you know, I knew about the drop and I got, you know, Jinx's notification, or I was refreshing the site or whatever, because I had the wrong store selected. So I think in the future you need to be monitored. If you really want to target console, right, and they do the same day pickup or drive up, and that's one of the nice things about Target, then you need to change your thing. So this is my tweet on December 2nd. 10,000 discs, 2.5 thousand digital at Target so far. I think 1 a.m. Eastern Time to 7 a.m. Eastern Time, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday are the most likely times. I'm still going to bed, right? You know, you just basically cannot stay up all the time. But, you know, and I think you should also put the Target drop this week in perspective, right? So if you see here, just in this picture, it says there are 10,300 in stores, 2,500 in stores, but the previous sales in the for pre-order column was 87,000 and 10,000, or 9,700, something like that. So it was a small drop by comparison to what happened for the pre-orders, what happened on launch day. And I think that's the other thing that we're going to see kind of post Black Friday week, right? Black Friday, we had a lot of drops. And even today, we had a lot of drops. But I think we are going to see that we're kind of in a drought in terms of supply, right? That this is, you know, what did they drop? They dropped about, you know, 1/6, 1/7 of the inventory that they dropped for pre-orders or for launch day, right? and maybe we'll get another Target drop, but it's not going to be on the magnitude of what we saw on launch day. So, after that, we had nothing confirmed, right? Nothing confirmed. We had already had an Ant Online drop, right? And so, of my polled, about 8,000 people polled. They got 8% got a PS5 disc, and then 2.5% got a digital, and about 1.4% got an Xbox Series X or S, right? So they also dropped those, I think, actually an hour later than the PS5. But those also have gone down to 0, right? So this person at Drop Hotfire got one at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Time, right? So they're in Texas, an Xbox Series X. Right, and this is someone that got a digital version on Amazon.co.uk overnight, so they were up, right? It was kind of at 4 a.m. Eastern Time, approximately. So even if you're on the West Coast, that's still like 1 a.m. So kind of hard to get that. So B&H actually has been selling some Sony PlayStation accessories. I did see the controller in a store today. I was shopping in Walmart, mostly buying groceries, but I did check the PS5 section. They did see one of those there. But so B&H Photo is selling, but this person, Ray-Ban Andy Z, right, said that on 12, they got this error. So there was a point where Stock Finder said that B&H Photo was in stock, and B&H has denied that they ever were in stock, and we have no confirmation from a buyer that they were in stock. But this person did get this error, and it says they cannot be sold prior to 12:30. So that may be our best confirmation to date about when B&H Photo, which is a New York company, it's very legitimate in the sense it's not a scam, but that they have had a website for the PS5 for a long time, but they have not had it in stock. So we're thinking after Christmas maybe they're going to go in stock. And I think, B&H Photo has been pretty transparent about their stock situation, actually. So, I have a lot of trust in B&H Photo. But are we going to get a lot of PS5s from them? Probably not. So we had all these drops from Canada. Here's somebody that did a drive up and got their PS5 same day. And that's the great thing about if you can get an order in from Target. So this is a great picture by at Jazzy Leanne picking up her PS5 digital that she ordered at about 6:45 a.m. Eastern Time from Target. So one of the lucky ones. So last place gamer Kevin Nettles 1 says that it kept giving me an error to confirm. I kept mashing confirm until it went through. So it's hard to hit add to cart with Target. It's also hard to do the final confirm checkout at Target, but he was able to do it. But you have to be there at the right time. The other thing is that we saw. I think this person right here deleted their tweet because they had 2 PS5s pictured. right? They had two, and I didn't notice it at first because I just saw the first one and I didn't see the second bag. But I had another person that also showed me that they had 5. They had actually ordered 5 PS5s in their tweet. So it seems like, and I guess at Spiel Times had done some sort of article that I missed that said that Target's policy was they were not going to enforce the one console per rule, right? And that, that's not what they did. So this is what at Spiel Times said. Breaking Target sent out an update now. If fulfillment experts come across multiple orders by a single guest, do not cancel the order, fulfill the order, and include all order numbers placed. So they're going to fulfill multiple orders instead of canceling them, which a lot of retailers will cancel multiple orders. It's a shame that Target did that. I don't know why they decided to do that. That's pretty awful. And then I think if you have, especially if you have Targets that have no stock, right? So I said in my store, my town, there are 2 Targets. One had stock, one didn't, right? So if you automatically default to the store that didn't have one, you definitely need to be strategic about this. And so, as we get closer to another Target drop, I don't think we're close to one now, but maybe we'll have a mini drop that is for all the stores that didn't get stock. So for instance, Jake Randall sent out a tweet about a couple days ago, and he said that Target does not have, the Target that he was tracking, he had somebody from the Target show him the PS5s they expected on December 5th. Well, today's December 3rd. So maybe that Target is going to get those consoles on December 5th, and maybe Target will do a mini drop, which is only for, I don't know, 20% of the country, in which the stores that do have stock will sell that stock for pickup or drive up. And so if you look at the majority of my Twitter followers, they started following me. They didn't actually start looking for a PS5 until launch day or later, right? And then about 5% are probably looking for the Xbox Series X or S. So there are still some people in the kind of the pre-order period, but most came after the launch day. And then Costco went live for a second day, so I guess they didn't feel like they sold enough on the first day, and they went live. And we were on top of that, and several people secured a bundle. This person deleted their tweet. I assume maybe their order number was showing. At Kayla got one. Let's see if we can look at the bundle. It's pretty standard. Oh no, this is and then we had Ant Online go live. So really, Amazon, UK, and Europe was gravy in terms of those were unexpected consoles that you could have secured. Costco was gravy. That was unexpected consoles that you could secure because they went live yesterday on 12/2. And Online was gravy. They went live on Monday, and they'd only promised to go live once per week, right? That was gravy, right? And we were right on top of that. Now, Ant Online did crash soon after, but many people got their orders in early. So this is kind of a local Walmart for me, right? Lots of the cameras, lots of the controllers. And look at this. This is the remote control kind of in a corner. Maybe it was a return. It's kind of turned to the side, but it was in stock right in this shelf. So anyways, and then, you know, there still is this Big G giveaway. You can enter this giveaway without paying. You just need to send in a stamp. Basically, you send in a letter. There's 15 entries. It goes until January. Maybe you won't get one for many months, but I don't know. It's kind of I like it better than the Burger King giveaway, to be honest. I think there's 1,000 consoles they're passing out with the Big G giveaway. I'm gonna try these Reese's Puffs. I gotta try those. That might be a bit fun. And then Online not only sold the PS5, but they also sold the Xbox Series X. And then we got the biggest gravy of all, right? Was the second drop from PlayStation Direct, right? And of course, many people secured that. We also got the Xbox Series X from Costco today too. And that went, according to Hot Stocks, that went on sale around 438. Although Hot Stocks was late, I think Soul Links got in, or one of his followers got in. I have found that I think PlayStation knows me now. They know my phone for sure, and so they won't let me in for anything anymore. But I used to get in pretty easily. This person sent think they could jump the queue, but it's possible this person was jumping the queue after it was sold out. So that's very easy once it's sold out. So yeah, so that's the question. I don't think you can. And I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I have the PS5. I've not used it much. I didn't. I know a lot of you want the games on the PS5. You want to play Spider-Man, or you want to play Demon's Souls, or whatever. I was, I bought it because I thought, they're going to have some exclusives in the future that I would want to buy. But my personal opinion about the PlayStation 5, and I owned the PlayStation 4. I've never owned a Xbox prior to November 10th. And I think there are problems with the Xbox. I think there are problems with the PS5. Is that it's a gigantic console. It is gigantic. It is obscenely large. Takes up a lot of space on my desk. At this current time, it doesn't have any exclusives that I want to play. I enjoyed my PS4 console. I thought it was very good. I enjoyed playing Ghost of Tsushima on it. I enjoyed playing The Witcher 3 for the 6th time or whatever on it. But I don't think it's worth losing sleep over. And so if you're grumpy at home, or you're grumpy at your job because you are hunting for the PS5, don't do it. Go to sleep. If you do not think that the hunt for the PS5 is fun in and of itself, the prize is not worth it. Right? The PS4 is a great machine. I think the Xbox Series X is a great machine. I think the PS5 is a great machine. But I don't think the PS5 is worth losing sleep over. And so if you do not enjoy these low probability events of trying to secure a PS5, you don't enjoy hunting for it, then you shouldn't do it. And that's my honest opinion. It's not in my interests. I would my interest is to have you watch these videos forever, right? Not to tell you, take a break, take a breather. It's going to be hard, I think, going into Christmas to secure a PS5. It's going to be harder than it was in the prior 2 weeks, right? It's going to get easier at some point in months ahead as they produce more units and more of the demand gets filled. But it's not going to be easy. It's a Demon Souls type game. It's, if you don't embrace the challenge, you shouldn't do it. So, next week, I guess the last thing I'd say is BJ's. I thought that was amazing that somebody secured an Xbox Series S from BJ's. This Pat Mickey. And, I think that you should keep an eye out for BJ's to also drop the X if they have not already. And so I'm surprised we got only one confirmation of that. We did not have any confirmed retailers to go later in this week. And we only have one confirmed retailer to go live next week, right? The week of 12/6 through 12/13. That's Ant Online. So, of course, you should be following Ant Online with all notifications. I also recommend that you follow at GameStop with all notifications because they, like Ant Online, they also seem to tweet out when their console bundles go live online. PlayStation Direct seems probable because they have dropped at least once per week since launch day. Unless I see that there's a big backlog in their shipping, which we haven't seen to date, I will say that they're probably going to drop at least once per week. But because there are 30 retailers out there and they probably have like a 20% chance or more of dropping in any given week, then there's going to be some surprise drops out there. Nobody's going to tell you in advance besides Ant Online, and Ant Online doesn't tell you the date certain. Ant Online crashed today. They crashed last week. They have not crashed every time they dropped the PS5, but they have crashed multiple times. It's not in retailers' interest to have their websites crash in most cases. So we're going to be surprised, but it's not going to be easy. And please, 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 don't lose sleep over it. I'm Linus Wilson. Subscribe.